Let me give you a testimony of how God put me in the right place at the right time, moved mountains supernaturally to give me the blessing that I was begging Him for. So I was dating this guy that I really, really liked, but I hadn't gone through therapy yet, and I didn't know how to articulate my emotions. So when I got overwhelmed by something in the relationship, I ended up just cutting things off. Like I had broke up with him. I was like, I can't do this anymore, blah, 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 blah. He was about to go on a trip, and I was just feeling too much emotions around it. And so I just broke things off because I didn't know how to, speak and tell him what was going on. I really liked him. I didn't want to break things off, but I did it anyways because I just couldn't articulate my feelings. So anyways, one day I am just missing him so much. It was Father's Day. I still remember this. I remember sitting on my bed crying and begging God, God, please let me just run into Michael. Please let me see Michael. I want to hang out with Michael so bad. I miss him so much. Please, God. Like I was just begging, so desperate. So I'm hanging out with my dad for Father's Day, and I get this text from my ex. It's one of his friends. It's a girl. And she's like, hey, Amy, do you want to hang out tonight? Like, I'm dating this new guy and he invited me out, but I have no one to go with. Mind you, she's never texted me to hang out before and never has texted me to hang out since. Like, ever. Like, this was just so left field. And I was like, yeah, girl, let's do it. Like, that sounds fun. I wanted to go out tonight anyways. I told her, girl, I'm not really into like clubbing and going out and partying really right now. Like, I don't want to end up at the club tonight. Like, I'm just over it. And she's like, I know, same. She's like, I got a lot of work to do. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm very tired. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So we end up meeting up with the guy and we go to this party at this lounge, totally chill. But it's so funny because originally we were supposed to go to a different lounge, but last minute, all the plans got changed and we ended up at this lounge. Me and homegirl, we were having too much fun and we were just enjoying ourselves, and the guy's like, let's go to the club down the street. And we're like, okay, yeah, let's go to the club, even though we originally said that we didn't want to go to the club. So we go to the club that was right nearby the lounge that we ended up going to. Let me remind you, we weren't supposed to go to this lounge originally. There was supposed to be a different place that we were going, not this lounge. So we would not have even been in this part of the town. So we're having a good time. I was dancing with some guy, talking to him, whatever. And then my friend comes up to me. She's like, oh my gosh, my ex is here. Like, her ex was there and his friend. Mind you, her ex was friends with the guy I had just broken up with. I was like, well, let's go say hi to your ex. Let's just go talk to him and get it out of the way. Low key, I was hoping that my ex was there too. So we're going up there, we're talking to him, and all of a sudden my ex comes up right behind them, and me and him just hit it off like nothing had happened. We started talking, we hung out the whole entire night and just rekindled everything. He then shared with me, he said, yeah, it's so crazy that I saw you here tonight. Me and my guys, we were not going to come here. We had a completely different plan. We were going to a completely different club. We were not going to come here tonight. And I said, shut up, because that was the same thing. I said, me and homegirl, we were not going to come here. We were not even going to be in this area, this part of the town. Like, are you kidding me? Like, we were not supposed to be here tonight. We weren't even going to go to the club either. God moved supernaturally. There is no other way possible. When something is meant for you, God will work every single little thing out in order to make it work supernaturally. That girl, she never hits me up to hang out. Never has before, never has after. That's the only time we ever went out together. The fact that the whole venue and the party that her boyfriend or whatever invited us to at that time got completely switched around the last minute. And the fact that we ended up going out to the club that was right around her from that lounge when we said that we weren't even going to go out to the club. The fact that we all showed up there at the same time, he wasn't even supposed to be there. Him and his friends randomly went there last minute. Tell me that is not God. Tell me that was not God moving. And I don't know what the point is, but sometimes he just sees our prayers and sees us so desperate, wailing, crying out to him, begging him, that he answers them. It's just insane. Also, I know I could have just reached out to my ex and texted him, but for some reason, like, I was so far gone and like unhealed that I didn't want to text him, even though I totally could have. But literally, God knows how stubborn I am, and just put us in the same place at the same time. Like, there's no other way to explain all that other than God. Just so supernatural.